Pretty trippy feeling, not gonna lie. Lake right over there. Oh my god! This is why I do this right here, for these kind of moments. I think I'm gonna hike up to Upper Palisades Lake. It's just gonna bug me if I came all the way out here and didn't do it. I think I'm gonna trust the word of those mountain bikers that the trail's good to go. And if I get up there and decide it's a no-go, I can always push it as quick as possible back to the truck. Still only 2 p.m., 2:18. So it's a little over the middle of the sky, so I think I got enough time. I think I'm gonna hike to Upper Palisades Lake. Let's get it going. All right, so passing a trail runner that I saw earlier in the morning, he said it's definitely worth it to go to the upper lake. So I'm glad that I am going. He also said that no one else was up there. Good thing and bad thing. He also said there's 2 different really nice, really beautiful campgrounds and another spot to camp on the far side past the lake. Maybe staying the night out here, deep in the backcountry after all. I mean, which was the original plan anyways. So I carried all this shit on my back, right? Kind of pushing the pace a little faster on this section, just in case, you know, it is later in the day than what I'd typically get to my camping spot or the spot where I make a decision. So just trying to get there quick in case I need to get back down quick. The only thing that sucks right now is a little bit of this wind, but it's not terrible. I've camped in worse. Got the creek flowing alongside of us here. It's a pretty flat meadow now compared to the rocky, more hill area where we came from. I'm gonna double check my map real quick. Got about 1.5 miles, 1.75 miles to go. This is crazy. Seriously, so beautiful. What a trip. But for now, as I always say, we are gonna keep it pushing straight ahead. And we got another camp spot with campfire wood. Pretty sure I saw a sign that said we have a fire ban in effect. Well, that's a really nice spot too, so there are plenty of spots. Check it out. Got a little hut over here. So no campfires or camping, but there's campfire rings everywhere with charcoal in them. It's kind of trippy though. This must be like an old ranger hut or something. An old abandoned, rundown ranger hut. Got a little wood stove and what used to be a cot and a little table area in there. A little creepy, so I definitely wouldn't camp in there, but these camp spots nearby are a backup option. Don't tell anybody. But for now, keeping it moving up to Upper Palisades Lake because that was the mission of the day. Well, became the mission of the day. Check out the size of that downed tree. Camera probably doesn't do justice, but that is huge. Whew. Trail's still in really good shape, like the guys were saying. Some down trees, but not bad. Nothing crazy as far as elevation yet. Kind of powered through this section, you know. Feeling good. Definitely feeling a little fatigued, but nothing bad. Warmer than I thought it was going to be back here. Less wind than I thought it was going to be. And there's our first obstacle. I think I can go under it. This is going to be fun. Or should I just go over it to the side? I think I'll go over it to the side. Huh, that works. Not bad. Definitely out here in the thick of it now. Definitely out here. Keep it pushing. Should be getting close. Oh, check out that view. Crazy. This is insane. It's so crazy. It's very, very beautiful. This is God's country. Man, is he an artist. Camera never does justice, but we got some incline now. Putting the camera away for this section. Getting out the other trekking pole. A lot of switchbacks. Feeling like switchback Matt. Because I switched back and forth between what I was going to do today like 100 times. And that last mile was steep switchbacks. Got to be at least 8 miles in now. No camping within 200 feet of, oh my God. Huh. Holy shit. Check it out. Oh my God. Look at the snow-capped mountains. Huge ass alpine lake. We're at Upper Palisades, baby. Woo! This is f***ing beautiful. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God, dude. Oh, oh, hold on. This is picture time. Holy shit. Dude. Check it out. Oh, we done did it, people. We done did it this time. All right. Need to find somewhere to camp that's not within 200 feet of the shore. There was 2 campgrounds on the map, both of which are back that way. All right, back that way. These are other trail systems up ahead that way. Doesn't look like there's any camping. So I'm gonna go check out the ones that are marked as campgrounds first. Looks like I gotta backtrack a little bit. All right, let me put you guys away for a second. So there's an outhouse behind me. And according to the trail map, that's a campsite right there, which there's no flat ground anywhere. But I think up ahead we got a nice flat ground. Don't have a great view of the lake, but it's 200 feet away from the shore. It's flat and it should work. Ooh. Got some of nature's chocolate covered almonds, AKA moose poop. Sorry, Mom. Oh yeah, this looks like a camp spot to me. For show, for show.
I'm getting that for show.
There's a spot to tie up your horses. All right. I think I got a camp spot, which is sick because I would like to get this pack off my back. Whew. Let's see what the trail situation is to the lake. There's a lake out that way. Looks like there's some more flat spots down there, but I don't know if they're 200 feet from the shore. I'm gonna check out this higher ground up here. Oh yeah, look. That. It's a good spot right here too. Step over these nature's chocolate covered almonds. Oy. Oh yeah, all kinds of spots over here. That sounds like a potential deadfall. So this will not be my spot. Thinking one of the last two I just came by. Yeah, one of the last two I just went by. There's too many deadfalls right here. I don't like that. That is literally insane. All right, I'm gonna check things out on the map, decide where I'm gonna get set up, and then take my food, my water down to the lake and get to cooking dinner. I'll give you a hint. It's a Cinco de Mayo theme because today is Cinco de Mayo. But let me check this map. All right, well, this campsite looks pretty solid. I can set my tent up right here. It's still 200 feet from the shore. There's a cairn down there. But yeah, I think this is the one. I like the fact that it's a little lower to the lake with a view of the lake, but also further enough distance away. Oh, there's another one out there too. I think this is a spot. I think it's time to take this pack off, check in with the loved ones in the Garmin, take this food down to the lake and cook dinner, stock up on water, and get to chilling. Oh.
So I know my reaction to seeing that lake there seemed a little crazy, but I was born and raised in a desert full of sand dunes and tumbleweeds, and this is all still pretty new to me. Every time I test myself out here in an adventure somewhere remote up in the mountains, I always trip out on the natural beauty, and it always kind of just gets to me. And I also always kind of think, where was I at 10 months ago? Probably sitting in a bar, pounding beer after beer, on the same old bar stool, in the same old bar, sitting with the same old people, chain smoking cigarettes, and just wasting life away, feeling like I never deserved anything better. So anytime I'm out here and have one of those kind of moments like I did walking up to the lake, I kind of just let all the emotion out.
All right, got camp all set up. Got our Nemo Mayfly Osmo 2 tent set up, using the same setup as my last video. The Nemo tents are all season. Sleep mat, switchback sleep pad, the Nemo Disco 30 down sleeping bag. Got my little REI Co-op lightweight chair set up. Put on my camp slippers. Let the dogs breathe, know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my water filter and my bear can, my Jetboil, my Nalgene bottle down to the shoreline of the lake. We're gonna make dinner. Still haven't seen any scary animals or anything. Seen a lot of snakes, but haven't seen any signs of any predatory animals. Thought I saw a deer running off in the distance a second ago, but yeah, I'm gonna make my dinner for tonight. It is Cinco de Mayo, so it is a Mexican themed dinner, and I may make some coffee afterwards, we'll see, but there's a cairn down there and trying to resist the urge to add another stone to it, but it just feels right, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna go down by the lake, refill the water, filter some water, make dinner, sit down for a minute, eat, have a snack afterwards, and then I'll plant my bear canister somewhere far away from camp, get into my night clothes and relax, because that 8-mile hike up here, 8.5-mile hike, whatever it was, that kind of worked me a little bit. I obviously can do much longer hikes than that these days, but that one was a good one. That one was definitely good. But anyways, let's go find our spot down at the lake to make our dinner and hang out. Look at that view. Is that not insane? I think I'll go way down over here, sit on one of those logs. There's a deer up on the top of that hill, looking down at me. Let me see if I could pull up my phone and get a video. You can see its butt walking away, shaking that thing. That's up there where that other one was at. That's where that other camp spot was at too. Gosh, check this out. Crazy. Very blessed. Very, very blessed. All right, let's find a spot to post up and make some dinner. This is one hell of a view for for your night. There's still a lot of snow on those mountains out there. And for dinner, we are having, if I can get the lid off this bear can, cheesy beef enchilada bowl from Mountain House. Figured that was a fitting one since it's Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Again, I'm a good distance away from my campsite. I'm not gonna cook or eat anything over there. I'm also not gonna store my food, my coffee, or nothing over there. Anything smelly is going in a scent-proof bag inside the bear can and being left in a spot somewhere nearby over here that I'll remember that I can get to in the morning to have my coffee at. Got a special dessert for tonight too. Dessert snack. Needs 12 ounces of water. I don't even think I have 12 ounces. Shit. Oh, I got 18. We're good. Get our water boiling. Get this meal rehydrating. Then we'll go down to the lake shore and get some more water, filter it back into the bottle to stock up for tonight and tomorrow morning. Definitely staying on high alert. That's for damn sure. These little wide mouth adapters for the Nalgene clutch. Love it. Love that for me. What a beautiful view. Really glad I came up to the higher spot. Everything on the trails apps that I check into, multiple trail apps, they said that the upper lake trail might have still had a lot of mud and snow runoff and ice, and I wasn't trying to have all that today. That's why my original goal was just to make it down to Lower Palisades Lake. Yeah, after talking to those mountain bikers and those other hikers, they're saying it was good to go, and I'm like, you know, screw it, I'll try it out. Worst case scenario, I'll hightail it back down after I make it as far up as I can. But I'm glad I came. The trail was smooth sailing. I mean, it was challenging, but it was pretty smooth sailing as far as the difficulty to get up here. A couple down trees, but nothing too crazy. Oh, that water's already boiling. I gotta love that brand new Jetboil can. Smells pretty good. Oh, hell yeah, it smells good. Damn, that smells really Good. Don't worry, Mom. Bears hate Mexican food, so this is totally safe out here. Oh yeah. I can tell this is gonna be a good one. Let that sit for 8 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Counting down.
Let's go filter some water. Oh. Ooh, that water is pretty dang cold. Hell yeah. Got 2 liters of water. Oh, that water's cold as hell, but it feels so good. All right, got a full Nalgene. Got some to put in my other Smart Water bottle. It's time to go check on that food, stir it up, and let it sit for a few more minutes. All right. Perfect timing. Oh, this is good. This is damn near perfect. Oh, hell yeah. This is gonna be so good. 7 more minutes and it's ready. Still feels surreal being out here doing this. 3-hour drive to do about a 4 or 5 hour hike to be camped out in the greater Yellowstone ecosystem. Crazy. Oh, I forgot to look at what time it was for the cheesy enchiladas. Oops. All right, it is time for dinner. Cheesy beef enchilada bowl. Beef, rice, beans, cheese, and corn tortillas and enchilada sauce. Does look pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
For show.
Keep hearing this noise. Almost sounds like a motor starting and then failing. It's got a little kick to it. That's really tasty. Look, that sucker clean. That was freaking delicious. Another one hit out of the park by Mountain House. I'm a firm supporter of Mountain House. All right, well, I'm gonna sit here and reflect for a minute, let my food settle before we get into dessert. It's already 5:30. Still got probably a couple hours of daylight, but you never know. That sun could get behind one of those mountains real quick, or the wind could knock over the camera like it's about to do right now. But anyways, I'm gonna reflect, keep my head on a swivel, soak in this natural beauty. Then I'll have a snack and some hot chocolate, or a dessert and hot chocolate, and we'll hide this sucker somewhere nearby, which is still far enough away from where I'm camping. It's in a spot where I won't forget it or lose it. God, this is amazing. I don't know if I said that already. All right, check back in with you guys in a minute. I haven't done one of those in a while. Look, that's just perfect. Like, alone, 8 miles out. All right. There we go. That looks better. Got our hot chocolate here. It's probably still a little hot. Give that another minute. Might as well eat our dessert snack. Mountain House ice cream sandwich. Vanilla. I thought I got the mint and chip one, but I guess not. Those Peak Refuel strawberry cheesecake bites I had in one of my last videos, that was really good too. But your boy likes Mountain House. And right now I'm about to have a Mountain House freeze-dried ice cream sandwich with this view back here and a cup of hot chocolate.
Tight, yeah!
It's even wrapped up like a real ice cream sandwich. That's cool. It's gonna be a cool night tonight, probably in the mid-30s. All right, this should be interesting. All right, flavor comes through at the end. Not bad. I mean, it kind of is what it is. It's a fucking freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. Not bad. Decent little snack for when you're miles into the backcountry. Want to eat something quick and easy. Oh, that is perfect. Holy shit. Perfect temperature hot chocolate. Oh, yeah. Sun's setting over that way, as you guys can tell, so I'm really hoping with it rising over this way, over these mountains, back here to my left, really hoping to get a really sick freaking sunset or sunrise in the morning time. Should be rising around, I think, like 6:30. Bada bing, bada boom. But I am full. Got enough water, so I'm gonna pack up here, stash this bear vault, and get back to camp and change into some comfy clothes. Maybe lay down in the tent early because I need my beauty rest. I played softball last night. Here's a quick funny story for you guys. Played softball last night. It was the first week of my co-ed team that I joined late last year. And I play men's mid-uppers. I've been playing men's mid-level, upper-level tournaments, all kinds of shit for most of my life. And it was an adjustment playing co-ed lowers for the first time in many years at the end of last year. And then we don't play from October to May. So, or late October, mid-October to May. You know, it's a seasonal thing up here. And so last night was the first week of the new season. I normally play the hot corner. So when our third baseman wasn't there, I was like, hell yeah, I got this. Last season, no disrespect to anybody, you know, co-ed lowers is all about the fun. It's not about competition. But last season, nobody really blew me away with any hits down the third base line. Well, they must have been practicing all off season because last night they were chewing me up alive. First freaking ball. Wonky line drive, one of those wonky line drives hit down to the, right down the line to me, and I kind of halfway committed to jumping and it just dove, hit the bottom of my glove, and then hit me straight in the freaking forehead and the eyebrow right there. It was quite embarrassing and very frustrating. Of course, as a liability, the umpire has to stop the game and force me to take a couple minutes and ask me questions, and I'm like, dude, I'm fine. Like, no more spotlight on me. Like, let's go. Keep the game going. I'm fine. It was actually really funny. And then after that, it was just like blunder after blunder after blunder. Not my typical self last game, but I told myself if softball wore me out too much or if something happened, I wouldn't come do this today. I'd just stay somewhere local in south central Idaho and hike, or small little hike and camp out at a designated camp spot. I got about, game was at 9:15. I got home at 10:45, 11 o'clock. Got about 4 or 5 hours of sleep, which is a little more than average. Woke up and anytime I moved my eyeball this morning, I could feel like a little bit of a pain behind it. I looked and I'm like, cool, no shiner, no bruise, good. We're hitting the backcountry. But I thought that was funny. Thought that was worth sharing. And your boy used his head last night to stay in the game, you know, used his head. Freaking dude. Anyways, all right. See you guys in a minute.
So this is how my Jetboil packs up real nice and compact. Everything goes inside the pot itself like so. Pot support, burner, and one of those smaller cans of jet fuel, which I'm surprised I didn't start using earlier on because, man, that's convenient. Throw the bottom of the mug on there. Bada bing, bada boom. Nice and compact. And I topped off my Nalgene for extra water storage and filled up the water bladder filter itself to have some extra water at camp just in case. Now let's check out this cairn. And I couldn't resist. I had to at least add a tiny little stone to the top of it just to, you know, follow tradition and make my little mark on the area. I know some hikers and backpackers are against adding to cairns or putting them there in the first place, and I don't really know why. So if anybody knows, drop a comment and let me know because I would really like to know. So making my way back up to my camp spot, I had to get one last quick survey of the land and the area and kind of just soak it all in. Felt pretty good about where I set up my tent and how I had everything set up. At least I felt good for right now. And it seemed like all the critters of the forest knew I was there and told all their friends about me because birds, squirrels, and all different kinds of animals, deer, everything kept coming to my camp to check me out, see what I was all about, you know? But overall, very peaceful vibe so far. All right, guys. Well, it's only a few minutes after 7. Sun's not even fully down yet, but I am pooped. I'm pretty sore from the last couple days of work and softball and that hike today. And I think I'm going to lay down and see if I can get some early rest and
it is getting a little chilly, so I threw on my thermal base layers and my fleece mid layers, and I have a puffy jacket if I need it. I have a beanie and some gloves if I need them. I got some wool socks on, so nice and comfy here in my tent, in my sleeping bag. Gonna kind of just lay here and chill. But for the last hour, I've just been sitting down, looking at the lake, watching the birds dive into the water, and I figured out what that motor starting and stopping sound was, and it makes total sense. There's a bird off in the distance in the hills, perched up on a fallen tree, and he's flapping his wings in a pattern, like slowly and then fast and then slowly and stopping. And it makes perfect sense because even like down south in southern central Idaho where I hike and camp, I always heard that out on the trail and at the campsite, and I'm like, what the hell is that sound? That's so weird. Well, we figured it out. But yeah, I've just been sitting there watching the animals, the birds, the squirrels, and deer running by, and keeping my head on a swivel for those guys that we don't want to run into, of course. It's getting a little windy, a little chilly, but I know the tent's staked down and set up real good, so I'm just going to chill here, see if I can get some sleep, and I'm going to try to remember to get up at some point and put the GoPro on a tripod outside with the charger plugged into it on a night lapse mode. Hopefully I can remember to wake up and do that, or if I haven't gone to sleep yet, I'll do that. Check in with you guys tomorrow morning, or maybe later. I don't know. We'll see, but you get the point. Palisades Lake, southeast Idaho, near the border of Wyoming, and greater Yellowstone ecosystem. Last night was pretty cold. I knew it would be. I just didn't know it would be that cold. The craziest part is it got super, super windy just here and there, and you could hear the gusts coming from further deep from where the direction from where we came, and you could almost know exactly when it was going to hit the tent because it was coming from so far away. You could hear it getting closer and closer, and then it would just whoosh, blow through the tent and blow through camp, and then it was gone. How did I sleep? Overall, it was pretty good. Wasn't too bad. I slept solidly from like 7 o'clock to like 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I forgot to put the GoPro out and get a night lapse of the stars.
Fool this man!
My bad. And then it was basically like an hour sleep on, hour sleep off, hour sleep on, hour sleep off. You know, anytime you're camping out in the backcountry like this, every little sound in your mind, you're triggered thinking, bear, you know. A couple of times I got up in the middle of the night and shouted, hey, bear, because I thought I heard something. But I looked around camp this morning already, and there's no tracks, no sign of anything, no disturbance whatsoever. Who knows what it could have been. It is honestly freezing cold right now. I didn't even want to get out of bed just yet. I wanted to stay bundled up, which is why you see I have my puffy outer layer and 2 layers of gloves on. And even with my wool socks, my toes are pretty cold. So I don't know if I'm gonna have breakfast. I actually got a really good breakfast meal that I was pretty excited for, but I might save that for the hike down to Lower Palisades Campground for like a little stop, snack, fuel up kind of thing. But for sure, I just want to have some coffee and then start packing up camp and get this hike down started as soon as possible. We're about 5 to 10 minutes away from sunrise, so that should be really nice. But as soon as I'm warm enough to throw some shoes on and start packing up after this coffee, I'm going to start this hike down, because not only do we have about a 3 to 4 hour hike down, I also got a 3-hour drive home today. So, and I work tomorrow and play softball again tomorrow, so it never stops. But anyways, the water that I saved in the filter did not freeze. Got a little icy, but it did not freeze, so that's good. I don't know how I'm going to do all this shit with frozen hands, but I need some coffee, so we're going to figure it out. But how about this view? Crazy. So this is the breakfast I got. It reminded me of the breakfast we used to have in Hawaii. Breakfast fried rice. I think I'll save that one for, I'm going to save this one for the hike down. Right now, It's all about coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Warm up the body. Got some Verve instant coffee and some Nescafe Taster's Choice. I think today we're rolling with the Nescafe Taster's Choice. Good Lord, it is cold. Come on, sun. You can see the sun peeking up just over that mountain off in the distance, just over the top of it. A little bit more of that this way would feel really good right about now. I'm just gonna have a Built Puff strawberries and cream bar. This one's really good. It's halfway frozen and beat up to shit, but oh well. All right, there's our boil. Don't worry, Mom. Bears hate Nescafe Taster's Choice coffee, especially when you do 2 sticks and add some creamer to it. French vanille for the vanilla face.
What's up with the vanilla face?
We're going 2 sticks of coffee and 3 little creamer pods. I'm gonna get warmed up and caffeinated up, pack up camp, and we are gonna keep it pushing. Oh my gosh. If you wake up freezing in the backcountry, I don't know about you, but first thing on my mind is always hot cup of coffee. Then again, I wake up comfortable in my own home, and first thing on my mind is coffee then too. So cheers, everybody. If you made it this far in this video, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching. There's so many people out there who leave supportive comments, who follow along on Instagram and TikTok, and who share their own experiences or give me some positive feedback or some constructive criticism. Thank you all. As I always say, I'm just a guy with a camera and just a serious appetite for adventure, and on a mission to continue to test myself, continue to grow, maintain my sobriety and maintain my personal growth, and just keep getting sharper and using hiking and backpacking and camping. A year ago, almost, when I started this was a passion that just ignited a fire in me, and it's what helped me, you know. And by the time you guys are watching this, it'll be 10 months sobriety. Blown away by that, honestly. Never really gotten into my backstory on that, and I don't care to, but it's the longest stretch of my entire adult life and never looking back. Grateful for my family. So I always say I have amazing people surrounding me in all 3 states that I've lived in, and Idaho's always been a dream come true, and we're approaching 2 years of living in Idaho now. And a year ago today, if you would have told me that this is what my life would be, having lost 107 pounds the healthy way, powering through books left and right, camping alone in the Yellowstone ecosystem backcountry, hiking alone all the time, having completed single-day hikes of over 2,700 feet of elevation gain, over 18 and a half miles in one day, and just all the things I've done, snowshoeing through the central Idaho Sawtooth National Forest alone. Whew. In single digit degree temperatures, and snow up to my waist, and proud of myself. It's been a long time since I was able to say that, but anyways, enough of that happy horse shit. Cheers. Thank you all. I love you all. Oh, I feel like it's gonna burn the shit out of my mouth. Yeah, that sip's gonna have to wait for just a second. It's not bad. What a beautiful life this is. Oh, thank you, God, for my life. I've officially drank all my coffee, as usual. I'm gonna go get changed back into my hiking pants and my Hoka Trail runners. I don't think I'm gonna film packing up, because everyone's seen somebody packing up camp before, you know. Just gonna stuff a bunch of stuff stacks full of shit and stuff it in the Osprey. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to my trail pants and my trail shoes, load up the pack, and I'll check in with you guys at that point. I don't think I'm gonna film the way down. Obviously, it's the same thing you saw on the way up, unless I come across something interesting or crazy or something like that, of course. But usually the way down on these hikes, these backpacking trips, I like to save for me time, you know. It's been a blessing. It's been an amazing trip. Absolutely gorgeous. Definitely a hair-raising, nerve-wracking experience, to say the least. Yeah, my toes are getting cold. I need to get those shoes back on, but everyone say goodbye to Upper Palisades Lake. It's freaking crazy. Oh, I love my life. Very grateful for it. Very, very grateful. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to wash out my jet boil, pack up the bear vault, start heading down on this hike. Check in with you guys in a minute. Just going to throw on the Ray-Bans, go say goodbye to the lake, and start this journey back. Upper Palisades Lake, you were cold and freezing, but beautiful, and you have been very good to me. Definitely, I'm sure I'll be coming back here again in the near future. Chota Shaka. All right. Start this hike back. I didn't even see this moose till I got right here. That is only probably 25, 30 yards tops. Doesn't look like a calf. I don't see a cow in the area. Could be a young bull. Didn't even see him till I was right here. I'm not going to keep going on the trail and scare him off or threaten him in any way to force him to charge me or anything like that. I don't want to provoke him at all. I think I'm just going to see if he kind of wanders off or if he starts to meander in the other direction. Like I said, I don't see any cows or calves or anything like that, but I don't want to push it. Don't want to keep walking and have it get pissed off and charge me or anything. He's kind of meandering off into these bushes right here eating. He sees me. He's not showing any warning signs, doesn't seem threatened. I think I'm kind of just going to slowly proceed and see if it continues down along the meadow, along the creek there in the other direction. There is more. There's one right over ahead of that one. See his head poking out right there. So there's one. And just up ahead to the right of that one that took off, there's another one over there. There's one. The other one is right over behind these bushes. The other one is right there, drinking from the creek. They don't seem bothered or threatened, so I'm just going to slowly proceed along the trail this way and get out of their way. That was scary. They just started fighting. That one bucked the other one in the ass and scared it off. Holy shit. That was a little scary. The one that bucked the other one staring right at me, so I'm gonna get the f*** out of here. Holy shit. I've got about half a mile in between me and them now. That was definitely two young bulls. When I started to proceed down the trail, the one that got his butt kicked literally turned around. He was probably 15 yards from the trail to the left, so I stopped because I didn't want to get any closer. And he started stomping his feet and grunting and challenging the other bull. And the younger bull, the smaller looking one, didn't seem fazed. He wasn't reacting at all, but that other one was throwing a temper tantrum. And every now and then he'd turn and look at me, and I didn't want him to direct his anger at me, so kind of had to play it smart and stay put. Proceed when I could, stay put, stay on alert, keep my eye on both of them. Holy shit, my heart's racing. Definitely don't need any coffee right now. Sorry, Mom, I love this shit, but that was a little scary, but that's what happens. You just gotta be smart. You raised a smart boy who ain't no quitter and who ain't no bitch. All right, back at Lower Palisades Lake Campground. That was a little startling, not gonna lie. But I feel like I played the situation smart and safely, kind of let them hash out their issue, proceeded when I felt like they were turned the other direction and heading the other way, stayed put or slowly backed away once I felt like they were kind of getting cautious or weary of me and stopped focusing on each other. And once they were safe enough distance away, I proceeded quickly along the trail. That was not my first moose encounter on hikes. Definitely won't be the last, but that was definitely the closest and the scariest. Did not anticipate coming up on a young bull pissing contest, but you know, you live this kind of life, you do these kind of things, you got to be prepared for things like that to happen and use your experience to know when to proceed, when to retreat, and what to do and what not to do. Man, what a trip. And that bull moose that got kicked in the ass started throwing a temper tantrum and slamming his feet and grunting and trying to antagonize the other one. The other one wasn't having it, wasn't even fazed, but that's what had me kind of stuck in a position where I could not have gone back in the other direction that I came because that's where the other bull moose was at. Couldn't proceed because I would have gotten closer along the trail to where the temper tantrum throwing bull moose was at. So I kind of had to wait, play it smart, proceed when I could, step back when I could. And then once they got their attention diverted to each other again and went further on the meadow, that's when I made my break for it. It's part of it, you know, just got to be smart. This may be an unpopular opinion, but that is exactly why I keep a 10 millimeter on my chest, because God forbid they would have stopped looking at each other and started charging towards me. Do you think either one of those bull moose would have stopped if I would have deployed some bear spray? Maybe. But if I did and that didn't stop them, I'm sorry. If it's me versus them, I'm choosing me. Obviously, want to avoid that at all costs, any chance possible. But anyways, that only took about an hour and a half. Would have taken less if I didn't go up on that pissing contest. But 3 miles down, 5 miles to go. I'm going to take some layers off, get back into my shade hoodie, keep my damn eyes peeled, hydrate up, and complete this hike and get back to the truck.
A few moments later.
All right, so I'm keeping my eyes on this moose. Right on the trail, there's a moose, and he looked bigger than the last two. He's literally like less than 5 yards off of the trail. He's right behind that tree right there. Just kind of waiting back here behind a bush. See if he trots off in the other direction so I can make my getaway nice and safely. It's about 11 a.m. Probably got a couple miles to go. So close to the finish line, but the bull moose stands in our way. Okay, well, thank God that moose wanted no piece of me. He took off pretty quickly. That was terrifying because he was right next to the trail and he was twice as big as the other ones. But he took one look at your boy and said, "Nah, I'm good, bruh." Oh, I'm just making a joke out of it to lighten the mood because I did become puckered up, airtight, as they say, you know. Puckered up the old starfish. Oh, that's not going to make it into the video. God, this is why I'm not filming on the way down. Keeping my damn head on a swivel, that's exactly why. All that talk about soaking it in, me time. Wish there was a couple of nice moments, but I'm ready to get out of here. This was beautiful, but it's time to get back to the truck, start this long drive home, get some food in my stomach, do some laundry, get the devices charged. Oh man, what a freaking experience, y'all. 2026, the year of big adventures. All right, only got 8% left on my phone. Still got like another hour or so to hike, so check in next time there's a moose in my path. Hopefully not. Please, no more. I didn't jinx myself, right? There's the trailhead right over there. Back at the trailhead, heading back over to the campground where I parked my truck. What an experience, man. 3 different moose encounters for 4 moose total on the way down. Some of them way too close for comfort. Ran into a couple of fellow backpackers, sounded like they were from Southeast Idaho, who gave me a reason to come back another time. They told me there was falls past Upper Lake. So anybody willing and able want to make a trip to Southeast Idaho, hit up your boy. But there's a lot of other day hikers hiking up, and hope everybody stays safe. Some of them didn't have water or bear spray or even the proper clothing on. That worries me a little bit, but hike your hike, to each his own. But hope everybody has a safe, beautiful, fun time out there. Definitely don't regret this experience at all. That was a hell of a freaking experience. Great time, beautiful scenery. The hike itself wasn't very challenging, but challenging enough. And I am ready to unload this pack, find somewhere good to eat, maybe in Pocatello or something, and get some gas and start this long drive back to Twin Falls. Getting up to where I park the truck here in just a minute. And I'll do one last check-in then. There she is, off in the distance over there. No single vehicle parking, pickup trailer. Oops. So maybe I was supposed to park at the trailhead. My bad. 2026 year of big adventures, baby. Another good one in the books. What a hell of an experience. My phone just died a few minutes ago too, right when I text my buddy from work asking for a recommendation on where to eat in Pokey. Pokey is short for Pocatello. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful freaking time. What an amazing trip. Man, life is beautiful. Very blessed. If you've made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for all the support, all the love, all the positive feedback. Thank you for watching and joining along on another adventure. With all that being said, love y'all. See you on the next adventure.
So as I was driving away, I couldn't help but think to myself about the highs and lows of this trip. And I kind of had to ask myself, would I do it again? Or would I do it again alone?
If I said no, would you believe me? Would I believe myself? We're at Upper Palisades, baby! Woo!
In all seriousness, I promised my mom I'd never go out into grizzly backcountry alone ever again, and I plan on keeping that promise. But if there's anybody out there who wants to go with me, holler at your boy.